Just playing basketball. I mean, we got a different style of play tonight, just moving the ball around. They're aggressive defensive team, so if we pass the ball, I mean, we'll get good shots the majority of the time tonight, but it was just picking my spots, when to just moving on. When I got two people in front of me and when to just try to continue to attack. So I think everybody did a good job of sharing the basketball tonight and getting good shots.
George, you had a tough time shooting the ball in the first half, but then obviously in the second half you were able to find your rhythm. What kind of clicked after halftime?
I mean, obviously sometimes shots aren't going to go in, but you still got to go out there and be aggressive. So I definitely wanted to do that, going into the second half, and a couple of them fell, and sometimes you get lucky when some of the shots fall.
George, have you ever gotten an MVP chance in a game like that?
Yeah, that was Joel told me to never let that happen again. So, no, I mean, the fans here have been great and have welcomed me with open arms, so I'm super thankful.
There were a few times when you showed some emotion too, when Niang won, when on a turnover, when he hit the three. Just like, what were you feeling kind of in those moments?
I mean, I'm a player that plays off emotion, and when I don't have the swagger like Seth, so I can't pull some stuff off. But so when I show my emotion, that's natural and really how I feel. I'll probably have to hold back a little bit. Sometimes it gets to be a little too much, but that's really how I was feeling. I was excited. I was pumped. We needed energy, to keep the lead with them, especially in the third quarter. So that was just natural emotion.
For both of you, when did you find out that Tobias wasn't going to be able to go tonight, and just how did that change things in your mind, if at all?
I found out probably, 45 minutes before the game. And just, you going to get a little bit more opportunity, especially guys off the bench, a little more opportunity to play. And but for me, just approach it the same way. Try to be aggressive, attack when I have the opportunities, and that's pretty much it. Just try not to put too much pressure on yourself. Just go out and play the same way.
Yeah. To piggyback off of what Seth said, we kind of have a next man mentality, and this was a game we knew we had to come in and win, especially when it's at home, a West Coast team, so you definitely want to get that win, and I think, everybody stepped up and contributed, and this was a big team win for us.
Coach said he appreciated where you play Utah Jazz basketball. I mean, that's what he said, George.
Yeah, well, I appreciate him. The reason why I'm here is because of him. Having a phone call with him over free agency was huge for me, deciding to come here. But yeah, I try to play the right way. I know my limitations, and I know myself. So.
That was a pretty aggressive defense you guys played against. I guess what changes when you have guys blitzing you and trapping you and that stuff?
You gotta be willing to move it. They show aggression on the ball early on, and if you move it, you just gotta trust that you'll find an open shot. So, like George was saying, early in the first half, he was knocking down shots, but he knew those same shots would be there the second half, just the way they play defense. So, like I said, when I'm coming off the ball screen, it's my job to draw two and then move it on. And I think everybody tonight was unselfish, moving the ball, getting good shots, and that's why we were able to get the win.
You guys don't have much practice time, Seth. Not much because of the schedule the way it was. So they have a little winning streak right now. How satisfying is that for a team that hasn't been able to really come together yet?
We got smart players that know how to play the game. These are some of the games we expect to win. Even with guys down, you got to take care of home court if you wanna be a playoff team. So you can't make any excuses. You got to go out there and play. And I feel like even when we're winning games, we feel like we're getting better in the process.
George, what did you try to do as a small ball five? What were you trying to accomplish out there?
I was trying to manipulate the defense. Obviously, my shot is a threat. So if I could get two guys on the ball, like Seth was saying, and then get off it and get the ball movement, or drive bad closeouts, which I had a couple of opportunities to do. That's what I was trying to do. The biggest thing for me is I was trying to get into the paint and find guys either for drop down layups or dunks, or for three-pointers. I think their defense is set on getting out and pressuring the ball, and we did a good job of exposing that.
Go off the question about the lack of practice time just because of the schedule and playing every other day and the travel and whatnot. Just when you both come in on an off day and get your own individual work in, can you kind of just take me through what that routine is like? I'm sure you're both putting up tons of shots given what you do, but just kind of what do you try to accomplish on those days, even when maybe the whole group doesn't get together and do 5-on-5 stuff?
I think the biggest thing for me is just to come in and be a professional, right? I think everybody knows, or if they don't, the coaches are there to help you, what your body needs and what reps you need to get and stuff that you need to work on, maybe that you haven't had as much time to work on. And you just have to be a true professional. And I come in and I know what I need to work on. I know what my body needs. This is my 6th year in here. But, credit to our young guys. They even come in and they're playing pickup against each other. So, I think it's different for every player, but I think guys do a great job of holding each other accountable here to get in the gym and get their work in. So even though we may not practice, a lot of guys get a ton of work in, on those days that we don't have games.
Seth, because you played here last year, what would you say that George Niang adds to the team this year?
Make this good, bro.
I got you. First of all, he knocked down shots, so that means a threat out there offensively. You got to guard him first and foremost, but then he's underrated playmaker. He's putting the ball on the floor, making the right decision, whether it's score or passing, and just a smart player offensively, just reading the defense, mixing in good screens, slips. He's easy guy to play with. I tried to be the same way. Try to pride myself on being smart and being an easy guy to play with, he showed that tonight. Just helping everybody out there on the floor, especially the young guys that he played with in that second unit, and just gave us big minutes.
George, you talk about your limitations, but what's it been like in this situation where you're actually encouraged to put the ball on the floor and do some more expansive things?
Yeah, obviously our coaching staff, Doc, has given me the opportunity to grow and show what I actually, can do and not, really give me any limitations. So it's been great, it's only been a couple games, but to continue to grow here, especially expanding my game and helping the team win. I think that's the biggest thing that I've taken out of this, with the limitations that I do have, it still stays within team basketball and helps us win.
Is this somewhat like Iowa State for you?
Last one, guys.
The NBA is a lot different than Iowa State, but yeah, you could say something like that.
Thanks, guys.
Thank you.